Welcome to WROL Broadcast. I am Hate Mail. With me today we have Da Boy for the third time this week.
Yo. What's up, everybody, once again?
And this is the Before the Sale Ends for patrons, and everybody's not a patron will get it afterwards. We are talking about Blackhand, who I've been pretty excited about. The video I've seen, Burger showed me a lot of video. Da Boy, you seem to really like him. What are your just overall impressions of Blackhand? What rank do you have him at? L2?
I have him at L2 right now, yeah.
Okay.
L2, just because I was, planning on doing the standard, Du Bois special of taking the tune to Rebirth 5. I don't think I can call it the Du Bois special anymore, though. There's been so many people that have done it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just like you kind of started the gravy train, and then now it's become tradition. I don't think there's a month that's gone by where an owl hasn't done RB5.
It had started. It started with Saint Walker, and then there's been 1 month. Poor Miss Martian and Adam.
Oh, that was the month. You're right.
Just did not do it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody RB5'd either one of those characters.
So, bummer for those guys. But anyways, Blackhand, he's good. He's real good. I had a match actually with him last night or yesterday, and it was you know that annoying time in the match where Arcus is like buffed as crap, but he has death immunity and you can't kill him.
Yeah, he has death immunity, buff immunity.
And he has like 0 HP, but he's just sitting there with like 0
characters
HP.
That do 8 trillion damage. For some reason, the devs always seem to be like, let's give them everything.
But you know that annoying part in the match where you run into the Arcus like that, and you're like, shoot, I don't have a Purger, or you have like a Purger that only purged like 2 buffs or something like that.
Yeah, and they're always going to pick something that you don't care about.
Yeah. Well, it just so happened in that match yesterday, I had Blackhand, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. This Arcus is about to go and decimate the whole team, but I'm just going to use Blackhand's 3 and just kill him. It's just over.
Now, does he do a lot of damage on his 3?
So once he's ramped, so it is heavy special damage, right? And he does get intups. I have found that if it crits off the bat, it does decent damage at L2. But once he's ramped, it does like insane amount of damage. Like at L2, I think he had three or 4 intups, and he did like a 74k crit on an Arcus one time. So,
wow.
So 74,000 damage on a green on any tune really is gonna kill him. There's not tunes with 70,000 health.
Wow.
Right. So once he's ramped, he can be scary. I liken him a lot when I'm talking to people about him to Larfleeze, but blue. And I think he's a little bit. It's hard for me to say better because Larfleeze is probably in my top 5 favorite tunes in the game. But the way that he goes about his damage is similar but different from Larfleeze, right? So Larfleeze gains intups when someone dies, and he gains crit chance ups when an ally dies, right?
Yeah.
But Blackhand gets both when anyone dies.
Yeah.
So whether you kill an enemy, whether you kill an ally, he gets permanent intups and permanent crit chance ups once you take that point. But
and he gets the turn meter up like Larfleeze.
Exactly. And that 30% turn meter up, I have a video. I'll send you the video, Hey. It was in the Indigo 1 event. I was running Blackhand and Larfleeze, and I just went back and forth for about 20 seconds, just basic with Larfleeze killing someone, basic with Blackhand, basic with Larfleeze, basic with Blackhand, and they just kept going back and forth for about 20 seconds. It was pretty cool. But he doesn't do a lot out of the gate, similar to Larfleeze, right? They both kind of need that ramp time or someone to die. But as soon as someone dies, it's off to the races. He and if they have shields, which like we said earlier on one of the other episodes, they're prevalent everywhere. Shields are everywhere. He does 100% damage if they have shield. So plus 100% damage. Who doesn't
Yeah.
want plus 100% damage?
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean,
Right?
everybody shields anymore, it seems like. So
Everyone. Literally everyone. And especially, sadly, the lanterns all shield, and he is really good against lanterns.
So is he definitely an RB5 candidate for you?
He is an RB5 candidate for me. Um, I'm on the fence because I ordered a new Mac Mini this month, and I had credit saved up in iTunes to rebirthify the character, and for the first time ever, Apple allowed me to use that Apple credit towards the Mac Mini, the iTunes credit towards the Mac, and so it kind of went that way. So we'll decide. We'll see. I have a couple days here, but we'll see.
Something tells me you're going to pull the trigger.
Probably,
Yeah,
probably,
I
more
mean,
than likely.
and you didn't even mention. So we've been talking about his 3 and his basic, but his Doom ability. I know that's not.
Yep.
I
So
really,
that's the.
it's an underrated ability because I didn't think it was that great at first, but after Kemma's been
Mhm.
out for a while, I like the idea of it because so many matches seem to like characters get crazy. They buff up like nuts, and then if
Yep.
Doom's been on them, it can sometimes kill them when you're not able to do anything else.
Yeah, and I like to quote Berger on this one. That Doom is really good to hit those hard to reach places. But it really is, right? So it's a selectable Doom, so it's not random like Chemo's is, right? Where Chemo has to be hit and then he applies the Doom to that person. Black Hand can pick who he wants to put the Doom on. And then essentially, if you put it on, I've put it before when I've gone into a match, and I'm like, okay, that character's not really a threat. I don't really need to worry about them, but I'm just going to put Doom on them so that in 4 turns, if I haven't gotten to them yet, they'll die.
That is
Right?
that is a really good ability. It's funny because I looked at his kit and I was like, with my stun team, he would be such a good fit because remove their turns, and then
Mm-hmm.
they're losing turns, they have Doom sitting on them, and eventually they'll die. All I gotta do is just keep them locked down. And
Yep.
then also because they never want to release a blue high stun chance character. That
Mm-hmm.
So I mean the only one I've really ever been super impressed with is Cersei, and she only stuns kind of just a bonus. She doesn't really do much else. I mean for
Yeah.
stun purposes, she's a great character. Serves a
Except
lot
on
of
defense, she
purposes.
stuns 100% of the time.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of nice. But I just kind of felt like he might be a good fit. So he might be on
Yeah.
my rebirth list because he
Do
also
it.
deals with the immunities, which is awesome.
Those immunities. But the crazy thing with the Doom is, and I'm probably jinxing myself here. I have never had. It's only 80%. I say only 80%. 80% is a really good
Yeah,
chance, right? I've never had it not apply Doom on anyone. Obviously, it's 100% for lanterns, but I've never had it not apply on any other character.
I figure Arcus is on every team, so it's
Yeah,
yeah you can get
Argus is out
100% chance
there.
most of the time. So
Argus is out there. Star Sapphire is going to be out there pretty much on every team probably going forward. Um,
I don't
because
see Larfleeze that much anymore. I used to see him
yeah,
nonstop.
he's been power creeped a little bit, but yeah, yeah. No, he's really good. Legendary Order. Um,
Yeah, it was actually my next topic because I really was unsure about this one.
so Legendary Order, we would go 3. I think is kind of the big one to take first,
Yeah,
right?
that
'Cause
was my thought on that.
you want to purge all those immunities before the damage goes through. Easy peasy.
That's kind of the main
Um,
reason you want to bring him.
hmm His basic is actually what I took second because anytime you can gain a buff on your basic to let you do more damage, I value that pretty highly, right? And on his basic, he gains 3 crit chance ups every time he basics. So
Now
that.
on his 4,
hmm
I'm looking on the online, and it doesn't say which part is legendary. Is it the permanent crit chance up, or is it?
the permanent crit chance up is the legendary
Oh,
part.
okay, yeah. So I mean, just one isn't.
So I actually
Nice.
have that. I actually have that as his last one
Gotcha.
because I don't think it because you're getting 3 crit chance ups every time you basic, which is also doing 100% damage to shielded out enemies.
Hmm.
I don't feel like that one permanent crit chance up is that big of a deal,
Yeah.
personally. But what that allows him to do is that allows him to work well with Lex. It allows him to work well with Star Sapphire, right? Because he's buffing
Yeah.
on his basic. So those passive buffs from those 2 healers, boom.
Yeah,
You're
I actually
right
agree
out
with
there.
you wholeheartedly there. And I think, I mean, it sounds like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like he's probably L2 is probably once again
Yep.
his minimum.
Yep. I would say L2 would be his minimum. L2 might actually be kind of the sweet spot too.
Yeah, you really don't need much more.
The other legendaries are kind of just icing on top of the Black Hand cake.
Yeah, I always thought the remove 50% shield from target's kind of lame because it's only 50%.
Yeah, so like if they only have 20% shield, you're only taking 10%, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So, I mean, if they're full shield, cool, but
that was that was the one I was gonna leave for last personally.
and maybe that may be better because the if you take the 4, that helps him ramp faster.
Yeah,
Um, the 5 actually, and I was talking with I think I was talking with Burger in the chat about it. That 5 legendary point where you gain a 10% true heal at the end of his turn,
hmm
it procs every turn. So if so, the passive is if any teammate is still alive, he has a 60% chance to revive with 50% HP, which is a 60% chance if even one ally is alive. That's pretty big
yeah.
deal.
When I fought him, he just revives over and over and over.
Yep. And then if you gain a 10% true heal at the end of each turn, like, and if you pair him with like I said earlier, Star Sapphire, especially in Siege, right? Star
Yeah,
Sapphire or Lex, um, he's going to be getting those crit chance ups. He's going to be at 100% or higher HP in one turn, right?
yeah.
Like,
So
because he'll get
5
the
next
10%.
would be your recommendation.
Yeah, I would say 5 next. I would go 3-1, 3-1-5, and then actually after talking with you about it, 4 and then 2.
Okay.
Because the 4 allows him to get those permanent crit ups, which are helpful. And then, like you said, I mean, if the target has, I mean, the 50% shield, I think, is kind of just like meh. Like, it's just like
Yeah,
whatever.
I
Because,
mean,
like, you're really using that for the Doom.
yeah, because light special damage you would hope would do that much anyway. So it kind of feels like, well, it kind of feels like Killer Frost, where you use her 3 and then it just removes the shield and it doesn't really do any damage, and you're kind of disappointed.
And you're just like, eh. Now, I don't have that legendary point, and I don't think it does work this way, but if it, like, removed 50% of the shield and then did the damage, then that might be kind of cool, but it doesn't read that way like his 3 reads the
Yeah.
4th attack, right? So,
Even if it did, though, I still.
yeah. It's kind of a meh legendary point.
So
Yeah.
who, team-wise, do you have any particular people that you would recommend, or?
So I've actually in Wraith a little bit. I've been running him, and I've been kind of running it's an Azrael Larfleeze Black Mask comp, and then I haven't figured out what leader works best with it yet, but it's kind of a pick your poison, right?
Yeah.
If you kill Black Mask, or I mean, excuse me, if you kill Black Hand or try to go after Black Hand, then Azrael and Larfleeze are going to buff up, right? If you go after Larfleeze, then Black Hand and Azrael are going to buff up. If you go after Azrael, then Larfleeze and Black Hand are going to buff up.
Yeah, that's a nasty comp.
And then I haven't even, like I said, I'm still figuring out which leader works best. St. Walker's been kind of fun. It's actually been kind of fun. I put Cersei in that slot, right? In that leader slot, and then they just have a better chance of staying alive.
Yeah, I
Or
think
coming back and being more
he's going to be really good with with your John Constantine, Black Hand,
Mm-hmm.
anybody who benefits from teammates reviving. So he'll have
Yeah.
that bonus. He'll have you could play around with Doom. I want to mess around with him with Chemo just to have Uber
Yeah. To
Doom.
put the Doom just everywhere.
Yeah.
Is there any other characters that do Doom
Nope. Those are the
besides
only
them
two
two?
now.
Just Camo and Black Hand. Okay. I was trying to think if there was a third, because if there was a third and you could just like, let's say, pop like a Saint Walker on there and then do just Chemo, Black Hand, and then say like a super tanky turn zero taunter like Giganta or something, right? I don't have Giganta leveled up. I think she's tanky, but plus the 20% from Saint Walker, and then just have those two hand out Doom
Yeah.
the whole time. That would be like super annoying. I don't
Yeah, I
think it
was
would get.
thinking like a Superman led team or something with
Oh,
Chemo and
Superman 2. Yeah.
yeah, do like Superman, Chemo, Black Hand, Azrael. That would be a really annoying team.
Yeah. That would be really annoying. Or you just toss out the leader and put Star Sapphire in there,
Yeah.
and then you get crit immunity everywhere, right? Yeah. No, I think any like you said, any of the revive teams where you can just like kind of feed into his ramping, I think that'll be good. He's good with Lex. Lex lets him hit hard out of the gate like Lex does with everybody. Any special damage character, Lex just
Yeah.
they're instantly good with Lex. Um,
He seems like he fits pretty well. Like he doesn't really have to be on any particular team. Seems like he can kind
yeah,
of
you can
slot
kind
in.
of you can kind of slot him in as your damage dealing blue because he does damage. He deals with um, those pesky green buff death immunity, damage immunity, right? Think about like Superman. Yeah, no problem. Like if Black Hand is ramped, like if he has 4 or more int-ups,
Oh yeah, I
Superman.
forgot about Superman. That is nice. Superman annoys the crap out of me. So
Yeah, so his damage immunity, poof. And the cool part is even if you don't kill him, right? It still purges that immunity. It's not just for that attack. The buff is gone, so that someone else can come in after them and clean up if need be.
that is really
So
nice.
yeah, and it's cool because it like if you have a character like in this siege, you're running into a lot of the crit immunity, right? And then if people are running Arcus, they'll have death immunity and crit immunity, or they'll have what was the other one I was thinking about?
So does he go around awareness as well?
No, awareness still stops him.
Okay. I wasn't sure if they. I didn't think they'd count that based on
Yeah, because
previous stuff,
it's
but
not.
because I
Yeah,
would
because
say
they don't.
every team I've faced, it seems like every other team is Martian Manhunter, Star Sapphire, Arcus Azrael. It's like
Yeah. Oh, it's
a
all
third
over.
of the teams. So,
Yeah. Well, I started running a team here recently, and it's Martian Manhunter, Azrael, Star Sapphire, Kilowog, and the first 2 days that I ran it, when I checked my defense log after about I would say probably about 30 hours, I had 14 out of 20 wins with the team,
jeez.
which is that's pretty insane when you
Yeah.
think like 14 out of 20. Um, but I had a couple people kind of fall into the trap because people forget how fast Kilowog is in that team.
It's funny. I lost a siege match because I just didn't think about it and forgot he was so fast. And then that made me realize,
Yep.
oh, I should be using Kilowog against all Azrael teams because I
That's that,
usually.
that's what I do.
Yep.
My and Kilowog. I know it's not a Kilowog episode, but I'm going to plug Kilowog. He's the best Azrael counter in the game.
He is. I
There, I
agree
said it.
100%.
I said it. I said it.
He
He
is.
stuns him. He stuns him out of the gate, even if there's taunters to protect him. And 50-50, he kills him.
Yeah. Well,
He
not
just
outside of RB5, he usually doesn't, but
okay. Well,
um,
mine does.
yeah. He's rapidly rising on my rebirth list, but God, I just greens. I have so many greens.
Yeah. Well, Black Hand's not a green hate,
I
so
know, but he's
you should do
he's
it.
one of those ones I'm thinking about, but he's
Do
probably
you have a good blue? Do you have a good blue? Let me ask you
well,
that.
I have Cersei and I have
Okay.
Donna Troy's. Donna Troy's RB5, but I don't really use her much anymore.
Black
Um,
Hand's better than Cersei.
yeah, I don't know about
I
that, but
said it. I said it.
I don't know
I
about
said
that,
it.
but Cersei will likely get a sale this month, just since she didn't get one last month, even though Artemis did. So she'll go
Yeah.
RB5, and then Blackhand may end up on the list, assuming nobody else catches my eye prior or over the next couple months.
Yeah. I think Burger will. I don't know if Burger will go to RB4 on him. I think I heard rumblings of Joker taking Hand to
Yeah,
RB5.
I'm pretty sure Joker will, because
I mean, he's a villain, right? And
he's a
he's
villain
like
and he's a
good
cool villain, and yeah, he's a
and he's
villain that
cool.
he's always wanted. So I'm
And he counters the largest faction of the toons in the game.
well, and they're hero characters that he needs to counter too. So yeah, this is Joker written all over it. So
Yeah, this is, if there was ever a toon, Joker, if you're listening, I know you are. This is your toon.
yeah,
Make it happen.
yeah,
And he's going to be a high Rebirth 5 power for those power-hungry people out there that are trying to catch me and M4 in the 46K club.
yeah. My
No,
my Hawk Girl team will be all RB5 when Cersei gets her sale, and I think it only gets in the 45K range.
there you go. There you
My
go.
other team, my other RB5 full team is only 43K, so they're all low
That's
power.
some low-power tunes right there.
Yeah,
But for all of you guys out there that are doing power, he's only 9 points lower, 9 power points lower than an RB5 Black Adam. So he's going to be about 11,500 and something points.
I think Cersei's the highest though,
Cersei is the highest.
so I will
Cersei is the highest because
have her when she's done.
she's the only tune in the game over 8,600 at L5.
Yeah. What is she? I know M4 has her. I think she's like
M4
12
has
something.
her. She's 11,500
Oh, okay.
and
So
something.
she's up there. Yeah.
Still, there's no 11.6K team yet, or 11.6K tune. She's 11,590. Cersei is.
Wow.
Black Hand will be approximately 11,533,
Hmm.
approximately,
Wow.
based on my calculations.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see the first 47K team at some point.
At some point, it'll be
We
there.
just got into the
It's-
46K teams. So.
It's close. We got a ways to go because right now the highest team in the game, that's actually geared and created to Rebirth 5 is 46,161 points. And it's St. Walker, Jessica Cruz, Star Sapphire, and Kilowog. Casual flex again.
Unless Gear 12 drops next month.
Unless Gear 12 drops, then that team probably will be like 52K.
Actually, yeah. I wonder what it would be. I think it would get in the 60K range possibly
You think it would go up that
with
high?
the Rebirth.
That would be-
Yeah, with the Rebirth 5.
That's true, actually. Yeah, because right now L5 level or Gear 11 is like 32K. Go up to Gear 12, probably goes up to like
decide if they
38K.
actually would do it or not.
I feel like Rebirth was like their pseudo Gear 12.
Yeah, I mean, I just wonder because it's been a couple of years now. Are they just always going to leave it at Gear 11 for the rest of the time, or you figure they would eventually advance the game? But they have to release content for that, so maybe not.
You know how easy it would be? Hold on, I know this is like way off topic from Black Hand, but you know how easy it would be to do Gear 12?
Oh, I know, it'd
All
be
you-
easy, but they need to do.
You don't even have to make new events.
Yeah.
All you have to do is just overlay the normal legendary and do heroic. Or we have normal and heroic missions right now, right? Do
Yeah.
normal, heroic, and legendary. Or
Yeah.
or call it Rebirth. Hell. Like call it normal, heroic, Rebirth.
Yeah,
And just overlay the story mode right there. Boom.
yeah,
Just make it anniversary event level hard and easy peasy.
yeah. I mean, it'd be the lazy way of doing it, but I actually would support that just to have it.
Just to have it. And again, WB, another plug here. Do a battle pass. Do a monthly battle pass. Do it. It's easy.
And when I buy
And
Tapjoy,
buy
pay
it.
me out.
And please pay out Hate Mail his Tapjoy gems.
It's like, come on.
He got his Olay product and it's just
Yeah.
he's only half smooth, guys. He's only
I haven't
half
even taken it out of the box. I'm returning it if they don't pay me my gems.
Well, if you ask some people are buying it, getting it, and then waiting 20 days and then returning it too. But we don't condone that here.
Yeah, but that person already got 650,000 gems, so it's because Android.
Good old Android Tapjoy.
Yeah.
Anyways, Black Hand is awesome. If you're thinking about buying him, he's definitely a character that's fun. He's kind of niche with that pick and choose where you put Doom. And if you like characters that ramp, he's one of those, and he's a blue version of it. I think Doom said he ramps slower than Etrigan, but I think he ramps faster because he ramps on any death, not just enemy deaths.
Yeah, I don't agree with that assessment. I mean, that's based on paper.
Yeah. I think he ramps incredibly fast. One death, and he's off to the races. He's been pretty fun. In Siege, I see these like 3 blue or 4 blue team comps, and I'm like, cool, I'm going to bring Black Hand in there because he'll just decimate all those guys at L2.
That's nice.
Yeah. So, it's dope. It's
all right,
good.
guys. Well, we will cut it off there. And thanks for listening. Thanks for being a patron. We appreciate it.
Hey everybody, it's Tutitron. Thank you for listening to WROL Broadcasts. If you like the show, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/WROL Broadcasts.
Hey Google, what's my name?
Your name is Daddy.
Remember that, boys.